Hello everyone, I am Apex Gamester and welcome to our third episode of our FIFA 13 career mode. A mixed start, first off, first game against Udinese, a great 6-1 victory, hat-trick from Wayne Rooney, a brace from Van Persie and an Alexander Butner penalty conversion. And then to go and play Sevilla in Spain and get hammered 4-0. Taken apart particularly by one man, Jesus Navas. Which makes me want to go and take a look at him. So I will. Now, search last name. And I've got my keyboard in front of me. And I can type in Navas. And there he is. Jesus Navas. Now, he's been at his current club for, 9 years. Inquire, approach to buy, approach to loan, add to shortlist. So I think we'll add him to a shortlist. It says his value is about 12.5 million. Wage of 80,000. So first thing I wanted to do, because he's a right midfielder, is compare him to our current top right midfielder, Antonio Valencia. Now, acceleration, sprint speed, and agility and crossing are going to be the main four things that we're going to look at. I mean, dribbling is fine, balance is fine. I mean, he's very good at all of them. But I just want to compare them to our own squad report, maybe? Yes, there we go. Is that the one to look at? Maybe. So, Antonio Valencia, there he is. And you can see he's already got a worst overall rating. His acceleration is slower, his agility is slower, his balance is worse. Crossing, 87. I can't remember what the other one was. 87 and dribbling, 83. So let's go back to transfers, view shortlist. And you can see that acceleration, agility, balance, crossing and dribbling are all better than our current man. So, and for £12.5 million at the moment, it doesn't seem like such a tall order. I'm going to look at his things again. Speedster, he is not only get off the mark quickly, he also has a very high top speed, he's an excellent dribbler, he's an excellent crosser, and he's an acrobat. So, for me, he seems like an absolute perfect buy. Unfortunately, he says he is injury prone, though. He's right-footed. Height, that's not too bad. Doesn't give us any information about his contract at the moment. So let's inquire about him. Also, you may remember, if you watched the last game against Sevilla, we had a injury. Chris Smalling was taken off, I believe, at the start of the second half. He will be out for 4 weeks, which isn't really a great concern. I think defence is a place that we have a lot of depth in. As we can see, various signings happening around the world. But I mean, who else to really look for? I'm quite happy with that decision for right midfield if we can secure that man. But we've got over a month to think about it. So we have a reply. In your response, we would consider a bid in the region of £17 million, and I think that would be pretty good. £17 million, but we're going to barter hard, and I'm going to offer 14 million. which will give us a remaining transfer budget of 9.5. But then we haven't sold any players yet, so there's always that. So we've made an offer for our first player, and I think a great addition to the squad he would be. And now we have a match against Genoa, who are a pretty good Italian side. They've grown a lot over the years. So we will go back to our stronger configuration. I want to leave Ferdinand in there, however, but switch him with Vidic. Or do I want to do that? No, I think I want to leave Vidic there. Chris Smalling obviously has to come out and to be replaced by Rafael Butner. I want on the bench, as I think he did himself justice. Evans. Unfortunately, Evans let himself down in the last game. He was absolutely shocking. And we want Rooney there and Van Persie there. And let's see where we are in the midfield. Centre attack. Let's bring... Now, Kagawa wasn't great in either of those first games, so let's start with good old Paul Scholes. And on the left, we will bring in Ashley Young. And our... where is he? Antonio Valencia is already out there on the right. Until we hear back from Sevilla. But I think Antonio Valencia would provide adequate cover for Jesus Navas. Or do you pronounce it Jesus Navas or is it Jesus Navas? I prefer Jesus Navas. It sounds more divine. So, and the bench looks pretty strong as well, so I'm pretty happy with that. Maybe, depending on how this game turns out, maybe looking at a different formation. Not quite sure how this is working out, but either way we will go forward. And we will implement their away kit. Now, we're still on professional, still at 8 minutes a half. And we can see their lineup, which the only... Is that Sebastian Frey in goal there? And Jankovic, I swear I remember him from someone. I can't remember. Maybe he played for Valencia or maybe Juventus. I can't remember. I'm really good at that. So it's game number 3. The last friendly, I believe.
Number 5, Rio Ferdinand. Number 15, Nemanja Vidic.
I love how that announcer reads out the players.
Number 16, Michael Carrick. Number 18, Ashley Young.
And at the moment, I think this is our strongest lineup. So, and we're at home, so there should be a real good chance. And it is, yes, Sebastian Frey in goal. So that's the only real player that I'm familiar with in there. But let's get on with it. And a third game in a row where we don't make the starting kickoff, but that is fine. Today, looking for every player to do his job adequately, defending especially. So Rafael needs to be on top form as Van Persie wins the ball back really well there, and he runs forward, but he's got defenders either side of him. Tries a little bit of skill, but eventually, and he wins a free kick, which Van Persie is very well known at doing for us so far anyway. And that is a poor free kick from Wayne Rooney, and that will go out for a Genoa throw-in. Van Persie reading the game very well there. As they start to come forward. Trying to take control of Michael Carrick there, but it wasn't letting me. And taking control of Michael Carrick kind of left me a bit exposed in the area. And again, my defence does let me down, and that's the second game in a row where we've succumbed to a very early goal. Yes, that's very poor. And I did say that that 6-1 win at Udinese was uncharacteristic of my playing style, but nevertheless, Ashley Young on a very confident run here puts the ball in the box, but Rooney didn't get to reach it in the end. The defender took care of it, but we are now on the back foot as Genoa look to counter-attack. Scholes does his defensive duties. Rooney maybe be a bit swifter with the build-up play today. Oh, and a misplaced pass from Valencia there. Maybe a bit disgruntled as his future is possibly being speculated upon. As Raphael mistimes his balance and puts themselves in a almost a compromised position there as Genoa hit the post. And ever again getting unbalanced. Raphael with the header away, and Scholes out to Rooney, who finds Raphael, who finds Valencia further out on the wing. Valencia sees the opportunity to play through Raphael, but again misplaces his pass. And on the back foot again of another Genoa attack. And Rooney, who possibly the person controlling him, has presses tackle when he's in possession of the ball and subsequently shoots. Through no fault of his own, of course. As Carrick charges forward, Raphael with a strong tackle, who plays through Scholes, who sees Rooney in some space, but instead apparently passes to Van Persie, and the ball is picked up by Sebastian Frey. And Ferdinand under pressure there as Raphael's nod on didn't do what he expected it to, but Carrick is there to tidy things up. And a misplaced pass there from Scholes. Not a great start today, and Raphael unable to keep that ball in, and it will be a corner. And it is a goal, even though Raphael did seem to save that off the line. And I do want to have another closer look at this, because this seemed... It did indeed cross the line, it did. And that's very unfortunate. But that's what you get with set pieces. Some teams practice them so well and have their instructions down to a T, and they're able to make the best out of the situation. Here's Van Persie. Wayne Rooney dispossessed. Despite his hat-trick in the first game, his play on the ball hasn't been the strongest as he picks the ball up here. He seems to be far too easily tackled as he dinks past a defender there, just as I'm saying that. But then his cross goes, he completely miskicked it and ended up going out for a goal kick, but a great bit of footwork there from Wayne Rooney. But of course that would happen right as I was criticising him. Important for the defenders to keep their shape there, as Vidic does really well. Man United still do have a player down, it looks like Valencia, but Young's taking that distraction as an opportunity to run forward, and the confusion in the defence means that he's able to get away and across along the ground, but Rooney saying that he was held back there, and it was actually Patrice Evra that was on the ground. As a free kick is given, but just want to check on that. It is saying that Evra is nursing a slight sprained ankle, but at this stage in the game we will urge him to carry on, as Evra's misplaced knock-on again puts the defence in a bit of trouble, but Ferdinand does really well. As we will try to keep play down the right here, just to take the strain off of Evra's ankle. And a ball does finally reach Rafael from Valencia, but it goes out for a throw-in. And Rafael decides to completely give the ball away, as Ferdinand is easily dispossessed, but Carrick does a great job. And this is Ferdinand working the ball forward. Scholes, who's supposed to be a master of passes, looks to find Van Persie here and nearly does. And it is a throw-in to Manchester United out on the left-hand side. Evra takes said throw-in, gives it to Young. Young with a cross into the middle. Valencia looks to head it on, but Rafael picks it up. And Rooney picks up the loose ball. Rooney with the cross. And Carrick brings it forwards. Scholes, who loves to shoot from this area, shoots, but it strikes a defender. And Ferdinand's sliding tackle didn't do what it was meant to, but the follow-up tackle certainly did. And Manchester United are back on the ball again. It is very difficult to actually commentate while concentrating on the game as well, so probably why I'm doing so bad. But that's a great little pass there from Rafael to find Valencia, who will have a shot here, and he kind of fluffs it. Again, transfer speculation on his mind. Maybe thought he had to prove himself, but snatched too soon at the shot. But it is a decent signal of intent as Van Persie finds Valencia. Valencia dispossessed but gains it back. Scholes dispossessed but gains it back. Rooney to Van Persie. And do I keep saying Van Nistelrooy? I really need to stop. As Evra's dispossessed very hard there. I can't believe... I don't know. I'm going to have to look back through this recording and see if I'm saying Van Nistelrooy, because that is idiotic. It's Van Persie, goddammit. As Evra with a cross, still nursing his injury, but it goes straight to Sebastian Frey. So yeah, apologise if I'm accidentally saying Van Nistelrooy. I don't even know why. Of course, it's been years since he's been at Manchester United. Paul Scholes, in the middle of the park, sets up a lovely ball for Antonio Valencia, who decides to take on a defender. And the cross comes in, and it looks good. And the ball comes out to Ashley Young, who plays it for to Rooney. And Rooney's shot strikes the back of what it looks like Van Persie. As a Genoa counter-attack looms, Manchester United rally the troops. It's Rafael versus defender. Defender wins. Rafael comes back ineffective, but Vidic does really well. I look surprised. And a chance for a shot to get off there, but Vidic again did heroically well to get that ball away. Carrick, the mountain in the middle of the Manchester United field, and he sets up Ashley Young here, and Ashley Young can use his blistering speed, and he's certainly held back here. But he gets away, and he gets inside the area. The ball is crossed. Scholes with the volley. And what a cracking shot. Really right at the mark there. And let's have a look at this goal. From the corner, Rafael did as well as he could, I think, to save it off the line, but unfortunately not to be. And can we see that Scholes volley here? No, apparently not. It wasn't close enough. So, 2-0 down at half-time. We really need to get ourselves back into this game. And we start with the kick-off. Clear intentions here, not to waste any time. Ashley Young has been fantastic down this wing today. But that goes out for the Genoa throw-in. Didn't actually realise I was gifted the ball in the area there from the throw-in, but Van Persie snapped at it to give it to Rooney, and Rooney's shot left a lot to be desired. Scholes And here is Van Persie, who passes it back to Young. And earns a throw-in. And it's now Young on the ball again. Evra, who seems to be still nursing that sprained ankle, but is playing pretty well despite. And Rooney on the turn, but wasn't too good. His Scholes. Young, who loves to shoot from this angle with his right foot, but it's straight at the keeper. 40 minutes to go here. Really looking at being quite an unsuccessful pre-season as Evra faces up to the challenges of Jankovic and unfortunately loses out, and so does Vidic. Eventually gets the tackle away and earns Genoa a corner. And a really good play there, which actually seems to have earned Genoa a free kick, which they took too soon, and Ferdinand is able to get this away, and there's a break on it here. As Ashley Young plays through a long through ball, but Rooney is unable to capture it. As Raphael back to Ferdinand. Carrick. Ashley Young again. Must be tired at the rate he is working today. Van Persie. And the pass is straight to a defender. And Rooney is unable to intercept that one. Raphael again is shown a clean set of heels. And an unfortunate first touch hands De Gea the ball. Now, Alex Ferguson would be screaming at this stage. Scholes. Happy to play it back to Carrick. Back to Vidic. Maybe more patient play is what they're looking for now. Ashley Young. Tries to play it through to Evra. Evra wins the ball. Or wins a throw-in. Finds Young. Young with a right-footed cross. Carrick. Finds Raphael. The cross hits a defender, but he comes back. Rooney was almost unmarked. Scholes. Raphael. And Raphael's shot snaps left of the post. And let's have a look at our first substitution options here. We've had some problems in defence, and I think Butner for Evra is a bit of a weird decision. But Jones can play out on the right, and I would rather take off Raphael at this point. But, you know, it's still only a friendly, so no, I'm not putting 100% effort into this game, as Vidic plays a very good run forward and finds... Well, I did try and find Van Persie, but the game decided that Rooney was going to take over that move, and a lovely ball through, and Rooney just couldn't get there, but Scholes providing some great service. And Valencia now with a chance to prove himself again. And Valencia, and he's actually outrun, should I say, as the defence face Jankovic again, and Ferdinand deals and earns a throw-in out of it, and he should be applauded there for his effort. And he really put in some good work there. But Raphael, who has been a little bogged down today, is to be replaced by Phil Jones. And it looks like it's to be Genoa's chance to move forward. Young again doing a great job and earns a free kick out of it. Vidic plays it through to try and find Carrick, but instead finds only immobile. But Ferdinand does well to retrieve the ball. Scholes. Young. Van Persie. Scholes again. Here's Young again. Van Persie, who takes an unfortunate turn and seemed to be hacked down as he tried to retrieve the ball, but nothing given. And a long-range shot from whoever. It doesn't reach its destination, regardless. Evra plays through Young, who must be tired now, and I think it was starting to show there as he loses a throw-in. Important not to lose your man at this stage, as the referee gets in the way this time. But Jankovic is dealt with very well, and Young starts to move forwards. Bit more promise in this attack. Plenty of Manchester United men forward. Unmarked. Good cross. And the diving header, unfortunately not met. Evra. Young again, who's tired, who does look tired from the last one. But another cross. And this time an unmarked goal. An unmarked headerer. I can't actually remember who got on the end of it. But Jones does well on the right. Jones again. Here's Rooney. He takes one turn too many and unfortunately loses the ball. And 81 minutes. I think it's time for a couple of substitutions now. Let's bring on Hernandez for Rooney. Rooney's been pretty ineffective today, and I think Young deserves a rest. And good defending, and that also gives us a chance to make those substitutions. So it looks like it's going to be another defeat. But it is another friendly.
Substitution on the field.
And we will be strengthening our team in the coming weeks to the start of the season. So all is not lost. And there's an offside there. So possession will fall back to Manchester United. Let's see if we can snatch a goal before the end of this game. And Van Persie does really well here. And the ball really not great. But Van Persie wins it back again. He's a workhorse. And Vidic. And he is pretty much done like a kipper. But Valencia, who has 4 minutes left of this game to really show what he is worth, and he is determined to run as far forward and as fast as possible with that ball. But here's Hernandez, who will never pass up the opportunity to shoot, and wins the ball back after the falling defender fails to reach it. But there's an unmarked man over there, so we go and cover him. And Evra's nursing that injury, and he's starting to feel it. Giggs make his first contribution to this game, and he gives the ball away straight away. And Carrick just unable to deal, and I bet that gets given as a penalty, and it is. Michael Carrick, strong defending, and he is given away a penalty, and De Gea will have to defend his first penalty of the season. I think it's going to go left. I thought left, I went right, and it went right, but it still wasn't enough. Strong penalty, keeper guessed the right way. But it looks like to be a 3-0 victory. Let's see what Van Persie can do. One left to his own devices, Valencia. Scholes. That's poor. It will be a 3-0 victory. Not as bad as 4-0, but bad enough. Maybe this team would fare better if their player didn't suck
Ladies
at
and gentlemen, I'm
FIFA.
sure you'll agree it's been a cracking game.
But he does.
Now let's all
And in
enjoy
front of
safety
the Old
and
Trafford
enjoy. Thank you
faithful,
very much.
Manchester United fall 3-0. They've seen better days. But the season starts from here. And let's see some of the highlights. 6 minutes in. What was that, 10 minutes in? And Manchester United had a few good chances, but in the end, nothing came of it. And you can see that their centre-back, Bovo, got the man of the match. We had some shots on target, passes complete. Carrick again keeping up his record of only misplacing one pass a game. It was Ashley Young, no, it was Valencia there. Look, 9 out of 12 passes completed. Raphael's, everyone's there weren't too bad, but none of them were fantastic. Javier Hernandez was captain. That doesn't make any sense. Ashley Young with the best amount of dribbles, 25 attempts, 18 completed dribbles. I think that's pretty good, apart from Paul Scholes, 13 of 13. Tackles 1, Vidic 9 out of 10. Good defensive performance. Raphael's not so much. And De Gea only made one save of the game, but I think they only had one shot. So there we go. And this concludes this episode of my FIFA 13 career. Thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and let me know what you think about the opportunity to sign Jesus Navas. Do you think £17 million is too much if we end up having to pay that much? Or do you think it's worth it given the talents that he has? I would love to know what you guys think. Thank you again, and I'll see you next time.